All right. Anyone unfamiliar with teasers? It's basically if you're combining two or more bets, you get an additional amount of points allotted to each bet. It's usually 6 points. That's the common standard here. And that would mean if you're teasing a 2.5 point underdog, they become an 8.5 point underdog. If you're teasing an 8.5 point favorite, they become a 2.5 point favorite. So Stucky has a lot of great content out. He just dropped a new joint about teasers and teasing through all the key numbers. So be sure to check that out on actionnetwork.com or just go search for it on whatever search engine you prefer. But on this show, we pick a teaser each week and generally do pretty well. But where are you going for week 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Always want to tease through 3 and 7 with a lower total when possible, and so I'm gonna do that with the Bucks. Tease the Bucks down, and I am, although that total is 48, a little on the higher side.
It's 3. It's 9 now. So just to let you know, so like you would be taking 3 just for the show's purposes because it's 9 on FanDuel.
Yeah, but it doesn't count for any.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not for the contest. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I would shop around. You can find that 8.5. I bet one recently. Try to get that below 3. And also I'm going to tease the Browns up. Really, the low total here at home from +2.5 to +8.5 or +3 to +9. Whatever it is you can get. I think that from what I can gather and some intel that I get, Clowney and Garrett will play, which is massive for the Browns defense against a beat up Chargers offensive line. This game is in weather. It's going to be wind, outdoors, running game. The Browns run defense hasn't been good, but their defensive line has been banged up. But the Chargers can't run the ball. And I think that's what this comes down to, is that the Browns are the best rush offense in the NFL. Chargers have been one of the worst. They'll make plays here. I think the Chargers probably end up sneaking this out, maybe, but this is going to be a close game. I'll gladly take over 8 with a low total here, or a total of 48 or below. And I think this total will come down. So yeah, I'm going to go Bucks and Browns.
So you're more confident in the Commanders winning the game than the Browns, who you want the extra 6 with?
Yeah, mainly because I pretty much know who's. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much know who's going to play in that Tennessee game, but there is still a lot of injury uncertainty with the Browns. I don't know how much Garrett will be able to go or how much Clowney will be able to go, and they are important. So, in that case, with just a little more uncertainty and, you're going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't think Allen's going to go either, Keenan Allen, which helps.
I don't know what's going on with him. I think he suffered a setback in practice last week because he did practice one of those days. I think it was a Thursday, and then he was a DNP the next day, and now it's just like, oh yeah, he's still day to day. It sounds like he's week to week to me. This dude hasn't played in weeks, and like he's not even practicing. So
I would hunt this. I would be waiting for this 3 with the Browns if I was confident that Clowney and Garrett were full go, because I think with the chart, without Allen, with their inability to run the ball with this win, and then their offensive line issues now, that Browns defense goes as Garrett and somewhat Clowney go. Without them, you can run on them, and they're just not getting as much pressure, and the secondary has been disappointing. So I think that they're going to play and have an impact, but that's why I kind of want those points in my pocket, because I'm not sure if they're full go yet.
Yeah, and they haven't been good defending backs out of the backfield, which is crucial because you talk about stopping the run. If that doesn't work, if you're the Chargers, you're just you feed the ball to Eckler in short passes. All right. For me, I am going with I'm teasing the Bucks down. Wait, no. Let's see. It's at 3 now, huh? Well, yeah. I mean, I put this in the app already, so I'll just go with it. But yeah, I'm teasing the Bucks down as well. You should be able to still find an 8.5 at certain spots, but teasing the Bucks down. Already talked about them. I just think it's a smash spot for them. This is a big rebound spot for Brady. It's a big letdown spot for the Falcons coming off 2 wins, 4 covers, and losing one of their best offensive players. And then I'm going to combine them with the Niners down from 6.5 to 1/2. And I'm just, I don't want to, I missed, I think the number opened like 4 or something like that. And Sharps just hammered it. And now it's up at 6.5. And I really don't want to lay 6.5 with Jimmy G on the road, but I am comfortable teasing it down. I'm just trying to fade this Panthers team any way I can. Baker Mayfield has just been a disaster with this team. And, it's not all on him. The offensive line hasn't been good. The coaching is not good. I mean, they hired Ben McAdoo to coordinate their offense. Surprise, surprise, what the results are going to be. But he's not helping. He's got low awareness. He's inaccurate. Now you're going up against a San Francisco team that's number 1 in DVOA on defense, number 1 in points allowed. And Carolina is the only team in the league with a worse offensive drive success rate than the Chicago Bears. Drive success rate not only is how many times you score on a drive, but just how often are you converting first downs. It's a per series metric essentially. Chicago is 31st. Carolina is somehow 32nd, and you're going up against the top defense in the league. And I know by now everyone saw the statistic. Carolina 1 in 26 straight up under Matt Rule when an opponent scores 17 or more. Well, I went and looked. Jimmy Garoppolo, 18-7 on the road are the Niners in his starts. They've scored 17 plus 85% of the time. And so I just think these are good odds teasing him down. Never feel comfortable, laying the 6.5 on the road with this kind of Niners team. The offense doesn't really have a big margin for error. There's a lot of throws to the middle, turnovers could happen, but I need to find ways to fade this Carolina offense, home, road, wherever, don't care. It's very bad.
Yeah, it's a tough spot off of a divisional game on Monday night, short week coming across the country. I think historically teams in that exact space, in that spot over the past 20 years are 3-10 against the spread, but the Panthers right now are so inept, can't argue.